What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 31 of Littleroot Lessons. As always, I'm your host, Carter Noble, joined by our fantastic co-host, Carl Wilkin. What's going on, man?
A lot of news this past week for Pokemon. So much
We got a ton to cover today, and I am so excited to just jump right in and get talking.
Yeah, the last few weeks have been kind of dry because we've just been eagerly awaiting Crown Tundra, which we got info on Tuesday. It was Tuesday the info dropped on Crown Tundra?
Yep, because I was at work, and I looked down and see what time it was. I'm like, I can kill 5 minutes. Like, I'm just going to watch this and make sure that we have a release date announced, because, I mean, that's what we anticipated from this release
everyone
trailer.
was waiting for it. We were looking for it. November release date. Psych, it's not November anymore.
What's even better is I was able to call this, and I called it on Discord. I'm like, all right, we have the announcement on Tuesday, because they announced the announcement on Monday?
Something like that.
Sunday night or Monday morning, something like that. And so, like, of course, we were building up to it, and we were just like, all right, when do we think it's going to be? I'm like, well, looking at, like, their history and everything else they've done, it's probably going to be, like, the 22nd, and then Series 7 is going to start the 1st.
Yep.
I'm like, that would make the most sense, because that gives us a solid week to have a team built before we jump online. And, like, a Thursday seems like... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the last one came out on a Thursday as well.
It was a Wednesday night into Thursday morning.
Okay, so kind of sort of correct.
Yeah. This one is going to be probably a Thursday night for US players into a Friday morning.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm going to play regardless, so...
Yeah, I figured everybody would be playing anyway, so...
I am really excited to just jump in and, get to bring over all my old shinies. There are so many that I'm waiting to play with again.
Big one for me is playing with Metagross. I love Metagross's Pokemon, and I cannot wait to pull my shiny 6 IV that I worked very, 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 very hard on.
Yeah, I did too. I bought ORAS. So for those who don't know, I believe there was a mystery gift at like the first week or something that Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out that just gave you a shiny Beldum at the start of the game. It's like, all right, well, cool. So that's one less shiny hunt I had to do.
Yeah. I also have like 3 shiny Beldums in Go that I can transfer over, which we have information on that too.
Just not quite yet.
Just it's not enough to know actually when it's coming out, but they said by the end of the year.
Which I believe that's basically what they said in the last one too. I could be wrong, but the last one could also just be, hey, we're working on this, and this could just be, hey, by the way, we're really close to getting this done.
Like, we're almost there.
Which, I mean, a lot of people have been asking about it for the last several months, because we figured, hey, this is coming out this year. People assumed that meant that it was going to be when the first DLC dropped.
Yeah.
But, and now that the second one's almost here, people are like, okay, where's this Pokemon Go compatibility? Because honestly, I think that's going to bring a lot of players to Go to actually start playing Go.
Yeah, for sure.
Or picking up Go again,
For sure.
Obviously I've been super dissatisfied with the way they have done Megas in Go. I think it's awful, and I don't think we've actually covered this, but, they added, Megas to Go, but they only last for like 3 hours, I think. Something like that.
It's a limited time thing, and you have to work for it again afterwards, but it doesn't cost as much energy after the first time kind of situation.
I believe like the only way to obtain the candies to get it is to do raids for it. And it's
raids or special like daily
events.
tasks.
Yeah. And it's a hot mess.
Yeah. And
a lot of people are super upset about it. So they're like, okay, well, we fixed it by extending the time that you can do it. Like, that's not a solution.
No.
Like, the reason people are upset about this is it's not permanent. Like, if we're going to have to work for it, make it permanent. Otherwise, like, don't have a requirement to do it.
Like, we're working really hard to actually achieve this goal, but then it only lasts for you're going to say you grind for 5-6 hours to get your Mega Evolution, and then you use it for 3 to 4 hours or whatever it is now.
Yeah, to get it once. That's the thing.
And then you got to grind another 5 to 6 hours after it's done to just do it again.
Yep.
It
so
just doesn't.
Needless to say, a bunch of people are upset by it. I am one of those. But whatever. It is what it is. If they want to add megas to the off-series games compared to the main series games, I'm fine with that.
Let them.
Yep. So before we jump into Crown Tundra stuff for the week, let's talk about Team of the Week.
Sure. What do we got here?
So this was sent to us by Atomic Penguin on Discord, and his name on Showdown is X Penguin VGC. If you've happened to run into him on there, it's sweet. I have adapted this into a couple different teams that I've been playing with, and it's so cool. So we have Weakness Policy Hattering.
Mm-hmm.
With, Magic Bounce, Trick Room, Dazzling Gleam, Expanding Force, Mystical Fire, pretty typical Hattering stuff.
Yeah.
So, naturally, you want to pair that with, a Copycat Abuser. So we have Riolu here, who also conveniently gets Bullet Punch to trigger our Weakness Policy.
Okay.
So, past that, we have Protect and Coaching, which coaching is great because we have Kabalion, Assault Vest Kabalion. So since now we have Kabalion and we have coaching, we need a beat-up user, so we have Safety Goggles Salazzle. This team, it just kind of puts itself together, and it works. It's a ton of fun. I believe this team originally had Liepard as well, instead of Ferrothorn. But we have Akaberry, Ferrothorn. I'm not sure how much Akaberry actually matters.
You get to live one, probably.
Maybe. Especially since we don't have any defense investments. It's all just HP.
Granted, you have both your defenses are really, really high still.
True. So there is a chance you could. Seed Bomb, Iron Head, Body Press, Protect. I don't like Body Press if we don't have the defense investment, though.
Yeah.
Or Iron Defense, either or. But, and then rounding out the team, we have Choice Scarf's Dracovish for our Go Fast mode of Salazzle, Kabalion, Riolu, Dracovish. Because, again, Priority Prankster, Priority Coaching is just awesome. So what I've done is I've taken this Riolu Hattering core and paired it next to Dracozolt as well. Mm-hmm. Because, I really liked from Howard's team that I played on Laddering 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah, 2 weeks now.
Yeah, last week we had our highlights from the PCQ.
Yeah.
So the week before, we played a Dracozolt Hitmontop coaching team. That was a blast. I loved it. So I wanted to incorporate that. So now we have Riolu next to Dracozolt, which is good. Riolu next to Hattering, which is awesome. And, it just smashes people. After your weakness policy, you get to, 412 special attack or something insane with Hattering.
That's insane.
So you just smash people. It's great. We haven't talked about who's playing this for Laddering yet, but whoever's doing it is going to have a blast.
Does Riolu get Detect? I feel like it does.
Yes, it does get Detect.
Okay.
Should probably holler at them and be like, hey, fix your Riolu.
Fix your Riolu. Detect over Protect. Every time.
You know how many people have posted on Discord? They're like,
"Oh yeah,
you know how many times this has saved me?"
We get people. We had someone 2 days ago say that. It's just hey,
I'm pretty sure we had someone today mention it.
If I learned one thing, it's Detect's greater than Protect. Yes, every time, never fails. Make sure you use it.
So again, gonna preach to the choir here.
Don't get got by a prison.
You get got exactly once, and you will never do it again.
Yep.
So, I'm really excited to see this team played. Like I said, I've adapted. Basically, I just took the last 2 weeks worth of teams and smashed them together, and then added PZ to it too.
You're just like, here's all the hyper offensive stuff. Let's just slap it all together.
The last 3 teams I've played, I just bashed them all together and made one conglomeration that works.
Outside of the Detect on Riolu not being there, the Ferrothorn set's a little weird. I'm not sure why we're running Seed Bomb. I'm guessing just accuracy.
I'm assuming, yeah, they probably just want it over Power Whip.
And then...
like, the Ferrothorn set is the only thing I'm really not sold on here.
I feel like Gyro Ball is better than Iron Head most of the time.
Agreed.
Like, if you're going to run a Steel move, either run Gyro Ball or, like, I don't know. You don't really need the Steel type move. You have Cobalion here.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably turn this into Iron Defense and do, like, Leech Seed, Iron Defense, Body Press, Protect. And just be super bulk.
Agreed.
With your Akaberry. I don't know.
So, I'm excited to see this played. Like I said, I haven't played with this exact version of the team, but I have stolen bits and pieces of it to play with. And people just don't play around it. Because people anticipate Life Orb on Hatterene.
Yeah.
So then you just smash them.
Then you just get them.
Which is great because mine, I have Life Orb on PZ, I have Assault Vest on Dracozolt, and then I have Weakness Palsy on Hatterene. So it's just like, man, all 3 of those carry Life Orb. What's on your other 2 items? And then you just get them.
Just get them. Yeah, this team is going to be fun. Like I said, we don't know who's playing it yet, but the episode will be up tomorrow after the podcast goes live. Probably.
Yep, it'll be live Tuesday.
Yep.
So, that's Team of the Week, unless you have something else to say about it.
Nope. Currently going through images on Discord trying to find the thing I'm looking for.
What are you doing?
I'm going through Discord trying to find the thing that I was looking for earlier, and I still didn't find it.
What thing?
It is our Player Cup report from all of our players.
Let's see. That was Kaizen.
Yeah. Kaizen did a very, very good thing for us, and because he wasn't playing, because Pokemon is annoying, they cut out APAC, so he's just like, oh, I'll do this for y'all. And he kept track of everyone's records and whatnot throughout the Players' Cup. There it is.
Yep, I got it, if you don't.
I found it. And
man, I completely forgot we had Players' Cup stuff to talk about, too.
Yeah. Like I said, we got a lot this week to talk about, and Crown Tundra was just like, it's like the base of it. And we didn't even talk about the Series 7 thing. Like, but,
So, looking at the Players' Cup 2 qualifier tracker. Shout out to Kaizen and Mafia for putting this together. They are both fantastic people, and they made this just super, super easy for us to read.
Oh, yeah, this is so nice.
I know... Let's see. Where do you want to start? Just from the top here? You want to just highlight the people who did well?
Yeah, for the most part. We could highlight the people that did well, and the people that they have like nice little praying hands emojis, because we don't know who qualified for Players' Cup 2 yet. For the regional part.
We can assume?
Yeah, like we could assume from previous data that these players probably have a high enough score to make it in.
So, first off, shout-outs to G-Bits. I know we talked about their team last week with the Machamp and Inteleon.
We were incorrect.
Turns out the Machamp wasn't G-Max.
Yeah, we were incorrect on calling that one.
Yeah, so we're like, oh, obviously this is what it is. And he's like, actually, no. It was actually just worse every time I tried to use it. Like, oh. So, finished 26-10 for a final standing of 1684. 99% sure they're in.
That's usually good enough. At 1650 plus is the benchmark you're looking for, probably, especially if you're EU or NA. That's like the number you're looking for, is 1650. So 1684 should get you in there.
So we had one other person above that 1650 mark with Matt 1996, final record of 29-14. I don't know what they played.
I don't know if we talked about their team, but I believe they were playing some Sun variant.
Okay. I can get down with that.
After that, we had Polygriff at 1646. Only played all of his matches pretty much in one day.
Pretty dang close, yeah.
I think they played 40... Did they play all 45?
Yep, all
11,
45.
22, yeah. All 45 to end up at 1646, which maybe you're probably a bubble. Like, you're really close, depending on where you're at.
It's going to be real close.
And then Penguin, who we were just talking about earlier, ended up 14-6 with a record of 1598. Now, the reason we're bringing this up is because Penguin is in the Oceanic region, which...
So, they're probably good.
They're probably good because they're only doing 128, but there's so many people who don't play in that region that I think last year what got in last time?
Like a 15-10 or something.
Yeah, it was something super duper low.
Literally, someone went 1-0 and qualified.
Yeah, so we're pretty sure Atomic Penguin is in for his region.
Again, not guaranteed, but pretty sure.
Outside of that, other high scores, Bauerdad and Mr. Rhode Island, both who played my team that I was talking about for the past 2 weeks.
Both went positive?
Both went positive. I did terribly.
Yeah, what's up, man? Come on.
I just had no motivation to play after starting 3-0 and then just dropped 6 in a row. I just could not play anymore.
I get it, man. I don't think I ever actually got on a losing streak. I think every time I had a loss, I immediately won after it.
Yeah, I tried to, and I had a lot of close games on day 2. But then it's just none of them. I had a lot of just they lived on one. They got a crit and got lucky on that one. There was one play I was I did everything right, and then they just crit me and O-code me, and it's just oh, well then my setup I just did was for naught. So
my day 2, day 3 highlight reel will be up before this comes live. I believe we're putting it up on Saturday this week.
It'll be up tomorrow.
So
whatever it is.
In it, I had a game where it came down with Whimsicott versus my opposing the opposing Kingdra. Mm-hmm. I moonblasted them, which was not enough to KO them. But then they hit me back to not finish me off. They take life orb damage to live on 1, and then Hail takes us both out. But because they are slower than me, they win.
Ugh.
that was probably the closest game I had all weekend, and easily the closest game I lost.
Yeah.
It was a phenomenal game. Yeah. So I had an okay run, all things considered.
Which
not
that's
the
weird
best,
for
but
18-10. You're only up 58 points. That's not a lot.
Yeah. Seeing how, Bauerdad played, twice as many games as I did and finished 30 points ahead of me. I don't know, man. I don't make up the ELO ranking, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yep.
I had fun.
I had fun. The first 3 games were great, and then the middle 3 were fine. The last 3 was just I was at work all day. It's I probably need to play. I shouldn't have played anything. I should have just stopped.
Yep. Oh well. Also, shout out to Polygriff who played, 34 games on day 3.
I mean, if you got all day to do it, that's the day to do it. Is just play all your matches on day 3 because everyone's just clamoring, making bad decisions, and just keeps playing.
I got home early enough. I got in 9 games before I'm just you know what? I'm done for the night. I'm going to finish there, and I'm satisfied with my record. I'm going to bed. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next one to Try to qualify again. Hopefully this time we play a format that's not dead and already solved, but you know.
Play a format we can actually practice?
What?
Or do you mean like what's coming up for Series 7 going to be for the regional qualifiers for this event?
Nah, they'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, they have even less time. They have like 2 weeks before they have to actually play.
The Series 7's rules, I believe they put out, and then we were looking today, and they're not on the Pokemon website anymore.
I think it was a mistake. I don't think they meant to put them up.
But they got leaked, I guess. So, it looks like it's going to be just Crown Tundra Plus. Granted, they are not adding in box legendaries or mythicals as of now.
Yep.
Which I'm completely fine with. I don't want to jump immediately into a restricted format. I would rather have time to play with the potential like new sub-legendaries and actually see if they're actually worth anything. Excited to just play with like Metagross and all these other Pokemon that are just fantastic. So
Salamence, Nidoking,
Nidoqueen, you know,
Queen,
let's see, we have Dragonite as well. So there's quite a few Pokemon that are going to be added in that I'm excited to play with, which, I mean, we'll jump to here in a hot minute and actually talk about everything that has been confirmed and then data mined for, but I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like you were saying, they only have 2 weeks after the Crown Tundra, after Series 7 starts before the regional players qualifier. Yeah. So the people who have communities that they can actually practice with once again are going to be advantaged, in a better position.
Yep, for sure. If you have people to play with, he's going to be great. Also, knowing people who've played with these legendaries in the past will know like
how to play with them, how to play against them,
what to plan for. Stuff. So yeah.
Looking for your experienced players to know what to play with and against is important here.
Yeah.
Notably, the box legendaries and mythicals are all banned. Just basically anything that would be banned in a typical format is banned.
Yep. Also, the Pokemon that are banned in Series 6 are going to come back for Series 7.
Which, I'm fine with. I would rather have an open series compared to a limited series, if that makes sense. Because I think a lot of the bonds that are good, that are banned, are going to have counters now. Like look at Togekiss. I mean, we've talked about Metagross how much now? Like, I can't imagine it's going to live a max steel spike from weakness policy Metagross.
Oh no, for sure not.
Like, even Assault Vest Metagross, I'm sure it's just going to chunk it. So, and then you get stuff like, let's see, like Suicune. Suicune's going to be amazing again because it gets Tailwind. It's a bulky water type. It's insanely fast. Like. And that's before we even start talking about, the weird cat in the room. God, I don't want Landorus to be legal, man.
Meow.
It's... Okay, so we haven't confirmed that the Looking Glass or whatever it's called, how you switch forms, is going to be in it. I can't imagine it's not going to be.
It'll be there.
But if not, then, like... You just get regular Landorus with its hidden ability now because hidden ability capsules are going to be a thing. So instead, you had to play against Sheer Force Landorus. Like,
yeah, that'll be a fun one.
You and I have different definitions of the word fun.
Oh no, there's 100% sarcasm there.
Plus, like, Thundurus gets to come back, which has Prankster. So, like, Prankster Thunder Waves, I believe, is like its main thing that it's ever done. I actually don't know what else it has. Let me pull up the OU metagame here. It also gets Defiant.
Damn.
But like its attack is 115. Why is this a thing?
Oh goodness.
Like, I'm like, it's a special attacker. It's a special attacker. Why does it need Defiant? Oh, it's because its attack is 10 points less.
Yeah, so it's because its attack is still actually decent.
So, like, there's a Nasty Plot set here, it looks like. Granted, this is the Smogan singles format, and I can't figure out why I can't go to doubles. 2v2 doubles. XY. I just want... I don't know. Smogan's website is weird. I can't say I've ever actually used it.
Yep. But yeah, so there's a ton of Pokemon coming from Crown Tundra, which we haven't even touched, like, the tip of the iceberg here. We've mentioned a couple big ones, like Nidoking, Dragonite, Salamence, Metagross. But we get Pokemon like Crobat back in the format, which is a very fast poison type that helps deal with these fairy types.
Which looks like... so in the video, it looks like it's using Tailwind.
Yeah.
But Tailwind from it has always been a move tutor move.
Yeah.
So people are are reading into that as either there are going to be more move tutors, which I think is great. If that's the case, I think that's amazing. Or like Crobat now gets it as an egg move, but I don't even know what's its egg group that would get it.
Probably some... I don't know.
Let's look. Also, its shiny is awful. I can't wait to shiny hunt it, but it's worse awful. Shinies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
What else do we get here? We get Altaria, which is cute. We get a lot of fossil Pokemon.
It looks like all the fossil Pokemon. So we get Omastar, Kabutops. Aerodactyl's another one that I'm excited for, but I don't think it's ever going to be good.
Yeah, same.
Cradily, Armaldo, again, kind of whatever, not going to do much.
Tyrantrum and Aurorus and Archeops and Caracosta. Tortuga? I thought Tortuga was
Caracosta. Yeah, Caracosta. You are correct. Archeops is going to be interesting because you can pair it with... There we go.
You can pair it with G-Weezing and get rid of its Defeatist.
Yeah, there you go.
And just make Defeatist
I'm trying to remember what Defeatist does.
It drops stats or something like that.
Yeah, its attack and special attack are reduced by half when it's below 50 HP. 50%. So, you can just slap a Focus Sash on this thing because it doesn't have much natural bulk, if I remember correctly.
It is not a very bulky Pokemon, no.
No. But it hits like a truck, and it's insanely fast. So, you can go for like a setup move. Let's see. Anything interesting here? It gets Ally Switch. That's cool.
That's cute.
I'm not seeing much as like actual setup moves though. Swords Dance? No Swords Dance. I mean, that would make sense. Yeah, I'm actually not seeing any setup moves. Yeah, it's whatever.
The big one, I think, for fossil Pokemon by far is probably Tyrantrum.
I'm interested. I don't know if it's going to be good enough, though.
In the Dynamax format, it's got a very unique typing, Rock and Dragon, I believe.
More importantly, it has a beautiful shiny. We need to be honest here, Carl. We judge Pokemon by their shinies,
the
not
shiny
how good
is
they are.
really, really good. But it's going to get access to close combat from the home data mine.
Yep.
Close combat, high horsepower. It already has Iron Head, so this becomes a great assault vest holder for just Dynamax stuff.
Well, the problem is its special defense is not good.
No, but that's why assault vest is there to help it out.
So it takes it from base 59 to like base 80 something.
Yeah,
it's not awful.
Put your extra points into it. You probably don't need to be max HP. You have a fairly decent high HP
and like
stat.
it's not terribly slow either.
No,
like 71 speed is not awful, all things considered. So,
no.
But that 121 attack, and if you're Dynamaxing it, I mean, 82 base HP is pretty good. Let's see. Iron Tail. You said it gets Iron Head, though?
I think it gets Iron Head. Pretty sure it does. Also, max attack.
It does get Iron Head.
Max attack Tyrantrum gets to about one.
It looks like
190. Yeah, 190.
Which that's absurd.
So that's really high, and so you don't really need any other like items to boost your already high attack.
Yeah, I mean you could slap on a life orb on this thing, but I think it's just better to give it some natural bulk.
Like go in enough special defense to get you to like 130 special defense, and then the rest into HP, and then max attack. You have strong jaw if you want to do that.
We get Head Smash.
So then you probably just want to do Rockhead.
Yeah, we get Rockhead and Head Smash. Like, just actually beat your opponent to death.
Head Smash, Close Combat, Iron Head.
Dragon Claw.
You get Dragon Claw. Yeah, that's not bad.
If you want to go Strong Jaw, you get Crunch. You get all the Fang moves, I believe.
Pretty sure you do.
Yeah, Thunder Fang, Ice Fang, Poison Fang, Fire Fang. No Psychic Fangs? Is that new to this game?
That's new to the game, though. So
okay,
we don't know
probably. Yet. Gets access to Dragon Dance if you really want to go fast.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that you need Dragon Dance, but if you want to...
Yeah, it's there.
And if you want to go the other way and go slow, you get Curse. So...
another thing we didn't really touch on that we haven't confirmed, like, through actual, like, officially, but through the data mine was the Gen 3 starters are supposed to be in this game, in the expansion. Which,
if so, I mean, are any of them... do any of them do anything?
Blaziken's fast.
Sceptile gets Unburden.
Yeah, you can do Sceptile things.
I didn't know that.
Ice Shard.
Blaziken obviously gets Speed Boost.
So like, Swampert, I think, gets Swift Swim? Or was that the Mega?
It gets Damp.
That's
Mega gets Swift Swim.
Yeah, that's the Mega.
Yeah, so Swampert doesn't actually do anything, unfortunately. But, I mean, Blaziken Bisharp was a core in Gen 5. Because it was basically, I think we talked on this last week too, where it just like, you pair it with a Defiant Pokemon so that you can, you know, incentivize your opponent to not intimidate you. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm kind of interested in doing, like Blaziken with Galarian Articuno so you get competitive boosts as well.
Yeah. And
just, you know, protect plus smash your opponent on one, get your speed boost, go turbo fast.
Yeah, you see that.
I'm interested in it, and obviously I'm going to try it because Blaziken's the best Pokemon ever. But I'm not anticipating it being good, and that's unfortunate, you know. Notably, one of the big things that the data mine does show for Blaziken is it finally gets access to close combat.
Yeah. Which,
for whatever reason, it has not up till now.
Yeah. Other notable Pokemon we're getting, I don't know how much of a fan of Cryogonal you are, but that's a weird Pokemon that does some things.
It exists, yes.
We also getting all the Tapus in this format.
Yep, which we knew about. We knew about all the Tapus. I think we knew... We don't know officially that the Ultra Beasts are in, but from the data mine we know they're in, and some of them are absolutely terrifying based on the moveset.
Yeah,
like
plus
the moveset data mine.
New moves.
Like Kartana gets access to Grassy Glide, which is insane.
It's nutters.
Stack Attacker gets access to Body Press now.
Yep.
Again, like, insane. Celesteela, there was a couple that Celesteela got that I can't exactly remember.
I'm pretty sure one of them is probably Steel Roller.
Oh, I would like to see. Why Why are none of these data mine? Okay, where... There we go. I think we finally found it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's
nope,
see.
I can't find it. I give up.
You're looking for Celesteela?
Yeah, I'm looking for the... There was a...
It gets Grassy Glide and Steel Roller.
Does it get Body Press now, too?
I think so. Let me go down.
Which... Yeah, where are you finding this? Because I can't find anything to save my life.
Celesteela gets Self-Destruct, Body Slam, Endure, Mega Horn, and Cosmic Power. It does not get Body Press. Guzzlord gets Body Press.
Does Guzzlord do anything?
Also gets High Horsepower and Heat Crash for coverage.
I don't hate it.
Blacephalon gets Fire Punch, Solar Beam, Fire Spin, Self-Destruct, Rock Blast, Shadow Claw, Mystical Fire, Endure, Encore, and Zed Headbutt.
Man, that's a lot.
Naganel gets access to Cross Poison, Breaking Swipe, Dragon Dance.
And, like, for the single players, it gets spikes now, too.
Yeah, Toxic Spikes, which is super big.
Yeah, those are both huge. One other thing, like, talking about other, like, legendaries that are coming back, Regigigas might actually just be terrifying.
Oh, yeah. So,
like,
for those,
in all actuality, might be terrifying.
For those that don't know, because Slow Start is just, like, dampens Regigigas' ability to actually do anything for the first 4 turns.
5 turns?
I don't know. For some amount of the early part of the game, Regigigas does nothing, and then it gets to start doing stuff. But you can turn it off with Galarian Weezing's neutralizing gas.
I'm hoping what it does is it works similar to like Schooling does, where it just can't be turned off.
That would be nice, right?
That would be insanely nice. Because otherwise, like, this thing has 110 HP, 160 attack, and 100 speed. Like, every stat except for special attack is insane, and the special attack is good. So, like, also, the shiny is beautiful. Why have I never seen this before?
Probably because nobody ever hunted for it, because it never got to do anything. Notable coverage moves Regigigas gets now: Heat Crash, Darkest Lariat, High Horsepower, and Body Press.
Man, some of those are really good.
Yeah.
Does it get a Steel type move? I'm assuming so.
Probably like Iron Head or maybe Gyro Ball.
It does in fact get Iron Head.
Okay.
So we can just boost our defense with Iron Head and then, body press them.
Yeah. Cresselia is another Pokemon that comes back, but I don't know if it's going to actually be decent in this format. With so much actual Pokemon that just beat up on Psychic types, I feel like most Psychic types, unless they're magically immune to Dragapult, aren't going to be happy in this format.
I don't know, man. The big thing about it is it's naturally very bulky. But I believe it was Wolfie who's just what if I don't know if this is actually better than Dusclops.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
And I really don't know the answer to that. Dusclops' move pool is really good. And I don't know if Cresselius is going to be.
Yeah. Outside of that, we're not getting to use box legendaries, but when it does happen, everyone keep your eyes on Xerneas.
I'm really hoping they just fix Power Herb.
Right?
Just make Geomancy not work with Power Herb. That's all you need to do.
Oh yeah, we get the regular Cantodian legendary birds too. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres from Kanto. We're getting those.
I am ready to bring back my Zapdos. His name will be Fred because I have named it Fred since I was like 5. I wish I had a story as to why, but it just looks like a Fred.
As I say, it just looks like a Fred. Zapdos. Zapdos is another one that got Tailwind, but we're not sure if it's going to get to keep Tailwind.
Yep. Again, it's through move tutors, so who knows?
So,
notably, I think we talked about this a while back when we first got the typings for the Galarian birds, but Articuno and Zapdos immediately look very competitive. And then there's Moltres who gets shafted again.
Yep. Again. Notably. Again.
Moltres has never done anything and will continue to never do anything.
Yeah, Berserk does absolutely nothing.
I was telling Tiff about it, and I legitimately had to look up what Berserk did.
I saw you researched it, and just I don't know why you're searching for this. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, Tiff and I were talking about how Moltres got shafted once again.
Oh, we get the Reggies. We get Rock, Ice, and Steel. So that's kind of cute.
And we get the new ones, which, again, could be cool.
Yeah, the new ones will be... we don't know what the new ones do yet, but we know what the old ones do.
Yep.
Which, they're cool. Latios don't do a whole lot, but cool still, all the same.
I don't know if they're going to be immediately legal.
I don't know.
I believe they've been restricted in the past.
Okay, so if they've been restricted in the past, they won't be in this next one.
I could be wrong. Let me look up the 2019 rule set.
While you do that, I'm going to go off on a tangent about how Garchomp isn't going to do anything in this format because there are too many threats to its actual weaknesses for it to actually survive a Dynamax format.
Well, that and it's just Garchomp. It's not particularly great.
The fact that it's both ground and dragon, it's it's 4 times weak to ice, plus Dragapult's out running around and it just blows it up. I think we did calcs on it real early into the data mine and found out that Garchomp does not live a max Wormwind from Dragapult in any sense of capacity, even if they're both max. I think you have to invest full bulk to just survive at max, and it's not worth it at that point.
Yep.
I think Metagross, you might be able to survive a max Phantasm if they're physical Dragapult. Special Dragapult is a different story.
That I couldn't tell you. Okay, so rule set. Restricted Pokemon are Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Reshiram, Zekrom. Yeah, just actually only the box legendaries.
Okay, so Latios will be maybe viable and usable in the next Series 7.
They've been good in doubles in the past. I'm not sure how viable they're actually going to be, but again, it really depends on what kind of upgrades they get to their movesets.
Yep. We get Heatran too, don't we?
Yes, Heatran is not a box legendary; it's a sub.
Okay.
Heatran, again, notably has been very good historically in doubles. Notably, you normally are pairing it with I actually don't remember what all you... I believe it was part of the Chalk team in 2015, 2016. I believe that's what the H stood for. I think it was Cresselia, Heatran, Amoonguss, Landorus, Mega Kangaskhan, and then your 6 was always a flex. So
just get them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The team was insane.
Yeah. So there's a lot of cool Pokemon coming through the Crown Tundra. Another one, Aggron. If its typing wasn't just utter garbage for Dynamax, it'd be great. Aggron would be cool. It would be a cool Dynamax mon. You could probably do some fun weakness policy bulldoze stuff in Trick Room with Aggron.
Maybe.
That's about the only thing I can think of doing with it. I don't know if it gets any.
I just don't think it's good. it hasn't really ever done anything in the past, and I don't think that's going to change.
We're getting body press on it.
Other things that I don't think are going to be very good, there's Electrifier and Mag Mortar. So, again, just like mons I'm really excited for that aren't good.
Wall Rain, cool, but not going to do anything.
Again, just bad.
Yeah, it's cool, but we're not going to do anything with it. I'm super excited to get Lord Helix and Lord Helix back, but it's not going to do anything.
It's another Swift Swimmer.
Yeah, it's.
Come on, Carl. You can pair it next to Kyogre.
If I'm pairing anything next to Kyogre, I'm pairing Kingdra.
but Carl, Lord Helix.
But Kingdra.
Look, that's very fair, but I'm upset by your choices. Your priorities are incorrect.
Nidoking and Nidoqueen are Pokemon that I'm like excited to see. Because we were talking about like Galarian. I remember like real back, like before Sword and Shield, like Galarian Nidoking, Galarian Nidoqueen were just talked up all the time. There was so many rumors about it being like Pokemon that was in the Forest preview, and instead we got Ponyta, which don't even get me started on Ponyta. There was
so what makes these good is sheer force.
Yeah.
And I mean, I believe they've both won a regionals in 2019. I believe Nidoking won one, and then like 2 weeks later, Nidoqueen, or maybe not one, but top 8'd. So I mean, they're both good. I'm interested to see if they actually can hold up to see if they're actually good in the new format. Because like the biggest problem is like their base stats aren't the best. Like base 505 is okay.
Yeah.
Granted, Nidoking hits way harder than Nidoqueen does.
Yep.
But Nidoqueen also has more bulk, which is good.
Like Nidoqueen's a better like AB set for sure, and then Nidoking would probably be like, here's weakness policy, try to blow you up.
Oh, weakness policy Dynamax Nidoking is not something I've thought about, and now I can't wait to do this.
Like, this is the first thing I thought of was like weakness policy with like, here's this like you get so many coverage moves.
Oh
like,
yeah, its move pool has been insane since Gen 1.
Yeah. So you could just like, here's physical, here's like, you want to be physical because you just like, you're 17 points up from your special on instead of physical. So it's just like, you want to hit everything that way.
So let's see. Physical ground moves, we get, looks like there's Bulldoze, so we can set our own weakness policies.
Yeah.
But like the big ones are like Earthquake and Stomping Tantrum, so possibly also high horsepower.
I'm pretty sure we get high horsepower. Let me find out.
If so, that's a pretty big upgrade, I think. Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, like all those are great.
We get high horsepower and body press.
Awesome. Throat Chop. Throat Chop's not awful, like all things considered. We get rock coverage with Head Smash. We get Sucker Punch. We get Beat Up.
There's so many things Nidoking and Nidoqueen can do. It's not even funny.
Like, you just get to look at Rillaboom and, like, all the Tapus because of Poison Jab.
Yep. You just, like, here's my poison move. Bop ya.
Just go away.
Just get out of here.
The problem is like...
Oh, we get Protect, too?
Like, the problem is Feeny and Lele are both faster than you and hit you super effectively.
Well, that's what your redirection's for, and that's also why you max.
True.
Like,
just have them trigger my policy for me.
Exactly. That's why you just go big in front of them, and then you just take them out, and then what do they got on the other side? It's like, you just finished cleaning up.
I really hope Lele gets Expanding Force. Like, you have no idea.
I can tell you real quick. I'm pretty sure it does. Yep.
You have no idea. Oh, yes.
Expanding Force, Misty Explosion, and Terrain Pulse.
I am putting a choice specs on this thing.
Notably, they all get Misty Explosion, and then they all get their types tutor move. Rising Voltage for Coco, Expanding Force for Lele, Grassy Glide for Bulu, and Flip Turn for Feeny.
Why did they give it rising voltage?
Because pretty much every electric type gets it.
God, that's going to be obnoxious too.
Yeah. Notably, also Buzzwall and Pheromosa, the ones we didn't really talk about from the Ultra Beasts, both get close combat now. What else? Electro Ball on Circuitry.
That's interesting.
Rock Slide, Cross Poison on Nihilglow.
Okay. Not the worst thing I've ever heard.
Rock Slide being like cute.
Yeah, Rock Slide seems awesome.
Anything else new? Too bad we can't use Volcanion. Holy crap. Or Diancie. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, they're insane.
They're getting like 15 moves. That's insane. Back to this. What else is on here? Archeops, you were looking at it earlier. It doesn't get anything actually cool.
No, which is unfortunate.
Like, it doesn't pick anything up, which is kind of sad. Probably like dual wing beats, like the only thing I can think it gets.
Okay. I can get on board with that, because like its flying coverage before was not great, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it's gonna get Lash Out too.
Okay, cool.
So that's already great. Man, could you imagine Rising Voltage Electros? Oh
no.
Don't get on to me. Electros is one of my favorite Pokemon, and it's only because it's just like a Pokemon with no weaknesses.
It's not good, man.
I don't care. It has 0 weaknesses.
It has 0 weaknesses and an immunity.
Yep. Like, that's what's great. But yeah. Crown Tundra. Super excited. October 22nd. Look for a stream to come up, and probably be Carter's first, because I probably will have to work that day. So unless I have Thursday off and do Friday morning, and working Friday morning,
I will 1000% be streaming.
I will probably
pending that my work schedule doesn't change.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that.
Yeah, that was supposed to happen a month ago. So who knows?
It's never going to happen.
I hope not. I like my route.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you like your work schedule.
I do. It's great.
Speaking of work schedules, I'm already sick of mine. Mine changed because
you'll be fine. You don't need to work. I mean, you don't need sleep.
It's not sleep. It's the problem. It's finding time to do all this stuff. I get to sleep, no problem. It's just I need time to also make content.
True. So have we missed anything, man? We've talked Series 7, we've talked all the data mine stuff. I
want to ramble about Dynamax Adventures because I'm super excited about this.
Dude, they look sweet.
So
I'm so glad. It looks like in the trailer, you can finally pick your partner Pokemon.
Oh, no, you pick all the Pokemon.
It looks great.
You don't get to use yours, you get to use the rental Pokemon.
Oh, it doesn't look great. I am less excited for that one then.
So what it is there's a pool of Pokemon all that you get to pick from, and as you go through and defeat the Pokemon to the legendary, you can swap Pokemon out and add them to your party of 4.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Because you don't heal.
Oh,
this is raid hard mode. This is actual raids. Like, this is what a raid
that sounds
should
awesome.
be.
That sounds absolutely awesome.
This is going to be so much fun. I'm excited to just get like 4-mans and just grind this stuff out if we can. Super excited.
Yeah, really, really excited to actually not only do this, but like do this with people.
Yeah. Like, it really reminds me of just like old time Destiny, like Destiny 1, like setting up a 3 or 4-man and going and grinding raids.
Yeah, see, that was one game I never played.
It's the same thing as just jumping on Halo and just grinding campaigns over and over and over.
That one I have done.
And it's the same exact thing. But instead of just getting the same rewards over and over and over, you're in Destiny, you're just trying to grind for better and better loot that doesn't exist.
Great.
But now we get to grind for legendaries, which is actually cool.
I can't wait for shinies.
Yeah, I want to find out if these dens can be shiny or shiny locked or whatnot.
Because as of now, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know if any of these legendaries are going to be shiny locked. We don't know how it's going to work. We don't know catch rates or anything, which we'll know that probably a couple days into Crown Tundra coming out.
Yeah.
So
not the worst, but some of this we'll find out day one.
Yeah, people will
data
figure
miners
it out.
are great.
Yeah, they'll be on it as soon as it comes out. Thursday evening, Friday morning, they'll be on it and flipping through everything, trying to figure everything out. So yeah, super excited. That's about all I got for Crown Tundra for excitement. That's what I'm excited about. What are you excited about? Just the new Pokemon?
Dude, I'm excited to start playing with more Pokemon. I'm excited that we are expanding the viability of Mons again. Like, having so many more playable Mons just is great. Having more things that are viable is great. And anyone who tells you otherwise lied to you.
Yeah. Sorry, people are asking me questions in Discord.
No, you're good, man. I sent them your way. I know.
Speaking of Discord, come join the Discord because we just recently hit 100.
Yes.
We hit 100 plus members very recently.
And with that, we have our new mods, which I have not actually told them they're getting it yet, but as of recording. But
when this goes live, they should know. So
yeah,
you could probably
they'll
go
know
ahead
before
and
then.
just rattle them off here.
So we have Evan Smoke, who if you're in the Discord, you know Evan. He's one of the Singapore guys and just absolutely awesome.
Did you die?
Evidently, when I have my thing key bound to my control, so I was looking.
What did you do?
Oh, there we go. And then we have Jiggly Dreams, who is one of the two people who run the Littleroot Rumbles for us, and again, just fantastic person, always bringing people in for us, just puts us, just does anything and everything they can for us, and again, just absolutely love it. And then we have Swede, and Swede is Swede.
It does not sound very nice, but everything like there's so much good intention behind it.
Dude, I've played multiple games with him outside of Pokemon now. Just absolute amazing person, and again, just will do anything and everything for us, and like other communities as well. Like, I know he's really involved with the Pokesports community. So just super excited to have all three of these guys on board with us.
Yeah.
So I know I originally said we were going to have one, and now we have three. So, that's how this works.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to argue it can get over it. I make the rules.
We were going to pick just one, but then we realized that the community is growing much faster than we anticipated, probably. So having the three best candidates that we could have is probably better than just trying to figure out for a week and a half which one of the three is the best one to have.
And like even past that, like the other people who applied, like, I guarantee they will be mods at some point too.
Yeah, like we just don't have enough time. Like, there's no need for 5 or 6 people or 7 people to be mods. But like
we're not that big yet, but
we'll
give
get
it
there.
enough time. Our community is great, and like you said, we're rapidly growing, and that's amazing. So
I would expect by the end of probably Crown Tundra that we have at least probably 130 to 140 people in here.
Oh, I think Crown Tundra is going to put us way over the top. I mean, just look at what the last DLC did for us.
Yeah, last DLC brought us from like 40 to almost 100. So I'm expecting at least to be at 150 by the time Crown Tundra runs its course.
So once again, everybody, thank you to everyone. Our community is fantastic, and they make doing this so worth it. Week in and week out, just, you know, and I couldn't tell you how many times I've gone to Carl and be like, hey, I want to do this for YouTube. He's like, when do you have time for that? Like, well, I don't know, but I want to. So, you know, as long as our community continues to grow, everything is going to go with it.
Yep.
And it's amazing, and I love it. I love getting to do this week in and week out. So, I don't really have much else to say this week. You got anything for us, man?
Be on the lookout for Monotype Draft League to start here shortly.
Oh, man, I forgot about that.
I know said we were going to probably wait till Crown Tundra to do anything, but Monotype was just like a big requested thing, so we're running a Monotype League. By the time you're hearing this now, it'll have already been like locked down and started. But I think we're currently at 21 people. 22 people.
Counting yourself?
If I have to play, we'll be at 22, I think. But I'm not sure where we're at. I know a couple people I know one person's had to drop due to family issues, but outside of that, I think we'll have enough to have 2 pods of like 11.
Okay, I can handle that.
So
which probably means we're going to redraft sometime.
Yeah, means you're probably going to redraft on Sunday.
That's fine.
Which I don't think anybody's going to really complain.
If they do, well, sorry guys.
Yeah, it happens.
I want more people to be able to play.
Like, if you like your type, you can just keep it, and then I'll just take volunteers to come to the other one. I don't really care.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
So, we getting out of here?
Yeah, get us
I'm
out
going
of
to
here.
go eat dinner. I'm going to call it a night.
I'm going to clean my house.
Well, that sounds way less fun.
Yeah, it's not fun at all.
Thank you all for being here each, week in and week out for us. I know, we've talked about it, gone on and on for the last 10 minutes or whatever we've talked now, but if you're listening on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're new here, hit that like button. Leave us a comment down below of what you're most excited for coming into the Crown Tundra and Series 7. I know Carl and we're Gen 3 fanboys, and that's not going to change, so obviously Metagross is like the best thing. But like there's so many cool mons that I'm excited to play with. And some that like I've never touched before. Like Tyrantrum is something I've never played with, and it looks super sweet, and I'm super excited to do so. For those of you not listening on YouTube, and I know you're out there, you need to go follow us on YouTube. We have all kinds of content going up each and every day, and our content is amazing if I say so myself. Past that, I know Carl kind of mentioned it earlier. If you're not in the Discord, go join our Discord. Our people are great. I know we had a couple different people this week who have come in and they're like, hey, I've never played competitive Pokemon. What do I do? Like, well, it's really simple, actually.
Yeah.
You pull out your calculator. You pull out your calculator and get really good at math.
Yep. Figure out your math, and then you'll be fine.
So, just welcome to all levels of players. From I've never played a Pokemon game to I've been playing Pokemon since it came out. I've played competitively since Gen 1. Like, all are welcome. All can learn. Like, anyone can learn. Anyone who wants to put in effort can learn.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Carl and I are both on Twitch as well. We're both affiliates. So, like, if you ever want to drop some money our way, you can always do it on there. At Mr. Missouri 25 and Carl is at Musical. We're also on Twitter at LR Lessons for all the podcast stuff. Myself at Carter Noble 25 and Carl is at Musical _33. And I think I've commented on everything we need to for the week.
Other thing that I did for podcast, if you don't want to do the whole Twitch sub thing to support us, you can support us through Anchor. It's like kind of like a Patreon kind of thing, but it's through Anchor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I turned that on just because they were bugging me about it because I had the ads on.
Okay,
so cool. I turned that on, so if you want to do that instead, you don't have to. I'm not going to ask anybody to do anything. I just turned it on so they stopped sending me emails about it. I turned that on. I literally just turned it on so they'd stop bugging me because they just kept sending me spam every day about, hey, you could do this. Hey, you could do this. Hey, you could do this. I'm like, I don't care.
Know you can do this?
Yes. So it's like a monthly thing. It's like a Patreon. It's like anywhere from $1 to $10, I think is the maximum or something like that. I don't know.
Sure, man.
I don't know. But it lets us do more fun, cool things like run more Rumbles or run bigger tournaments in the future.
So, like all the prize support for those tournaments are coming out of Carl and I's pocket.
Yep.
So anything you all can do to help us out, we don't require it. Yeah. But anything you all can do to help us out is amazing. And it would help us out immensely. So, I actually think I'm out of things to talk about this week.
Yep, I'm done.
I know we have a ton of things, man, and I am super excited for all of them.
The countdown begins. We have less than 3 weeks till Crown Tundra. And I'm going to be counting down every day.
That's insane.
I'm so excited.
Same.
Okay, we're done. Get us out of here.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much. Have a good one. We'll be back next week. Peace.